teammates guarding each other. Okay, Ja Morrant. 360 spin.
This isn't a Ja Morrant highlight video. This is a story of utter confusion. My name is Thomas, this is my T King channel, and in my last video, someone commented, "What haircut does Ja Morrant have?" I confidently replied, "He usually gets a temp fade or temp taper of locks." End of story, right? Wrong! Something wasn't sitting right with me. Was it really a taper of locks? Upon closer inspection, I said, "Oh, it's probably a drop fade of locks. I'll address it in the video." A little less confident, huh? Well, today I can confidently tell you which hairstyle Ja Morrant has. It's a lockhawk. You heard it here first, a lockhawk. So now that you can see what a lockhawk is, let's talk a little bit about how Ja Morrant got it. Because to be honest, I'm not the only one that's been confused about Ja Morant's hair journey. So for starters, I say that Ja Morant has a lockhawk because he started with a frohawk. The frohawk is a popular hairstyle for people of all ages. It's still a really good hairstyle in my opinion for people with mid to long length hair. And I mean, it's stylish, that's why Ja Morant got it. We have to ask, how did he actually get his dreads? Well, I will tell you this, he did not freeform, okay? He didn't freeform, he did not freeform, he didn't freeform. He didn't freeform. Ja, like me, actually started off his locks with the two-strand twist method. Not only did he start with the two-strand twist method, but he also maintained his manicured locks with the two-strand twist method. In other words, since he was maintaining his locks with the two-strand twist method, he was not freeforming. He has manicured locks, and he always has. It's easy to think that he freeformed his dreads. I mean, he would basically get a two-strand twist, but he wouldn't maintain his locks to the point where he was getting them redone every week, every 2 weeks, every month, etc. So over time, over the weeks, his roots would become undone. That's what gave it the freeform look. But in actuality, that was just him letting his hair rock and letting it lock. So just because your locks aren't separated, it does not mean that you're freeforming. It just means that you haven't gotten a retwist recently. And a further indication that his lockhawk was manicured is that, generally speaking, the tips of his hair were uniform in size. So even if they weren't completely separated, they still were, manicured basically on the tips. It's just they hadn't locked all the way down. Anyway, Ja started with the frohawk and grew it out, and once he got it to a length of about 4 inches, he started to get two-strand twists. As I mentioned, he started off doing the two-strand twist method for maintenance, but as his hair locked up more and grew longer, he started to do the standard retwist more frequently. He also started to experiment with more hairstyles, like the barrel twist, one of my favorite hairstyles. And when his hair wasn't freshly redone in a hairstyle, he could tie it up, he could tie it back, he could do a variety of things to change up his style and, help out with his game, his vision. For example, this is his half up, half down style, which is one of his most recognizable looks. He also bleached a few of his dreads, so if you're considering bleaching your hair, let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're at home and you want to draw a picture of a house, and you draw the grass, and then you draw the sun, and you draw a little flower, and you have a little dog sniffing the flower, and it's a nice bright and sunny day, so you want to have all these bright colors. Now imagine your hair is like the paper. You can't really add bright colors to your hair if it hasn't been lightened. It's like trying to draw a light sun on black paper. Ja bleached his hair so that he could rock light yellows, blues, reds, whatever he wanted. I really like the way that Ja bleached a few of his dreads because not only is it good for your hair, but it's also pretty unique. Most people go with the full head or a big patch, while he only did maybe like 3 or 4. So just to recap, Ja started with a frohawk in his high school and college years, grew it out and started doing the two-strand twist method, and that two-strand twist method became his method for locking his hair. Once his hair grew more, he was able to achieve new hairstyles like barrel twists, the half up half down style, and he even went so far as to bleach a few of his dreads. All of these strategies allowed him to achieve his unique look. Like and subscribe to learn more about hair. My next video is going to be on how to tie a do-rag, so stay tuned. Stay up, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.